No, Mindset Sunglasses ended up on the Loving Eyes of Camelot last I saw them, last Matsuri. I had to leave Matsuri a day early. I had to, was because of brain dead planning on my end, where I was like, oh yeah, the show's over Sunday, so we'll leave Sunday morning. And I'm thinking we normally would leave Monday morning. And I would have changed our flight, like, because you go through Sunday, like, because the show goes on Sunday. I would have normally just changed our flight on Sunday to Monday, except we had already planned a family vacation with the kids that required us to get back to Florida on Sunday at that time. Because then we went back to Florida, we took the kids to Legoland, and then we drove from Legoland to Corpus Christi, Texas, because we went back to Texas. And by the end of that trip, from nothing else but just being in the car and having to drive our 12-passenger van, that was actually the worst part. Driving the kids is easy. The kids are great in the car. Driving Lady Ragged's easy. She just sleeps. I get to listen to whatever music I like, and I can just drive. But not having our SUV and not having the Mustang to drive meant I was driving our 12-passenger van, which is fine. But it's not like fun to drive, and it's very echoey and loud and all that shit. So anyway, the haircut. You know, the haircut. Someone said, "What is that haircut? Dead?" Well, it does mean you're dead. No, the haircut is just a hybridization of the original Rekieta Law haircut, like the high and tight fade that I used to do. Back for Knifest Nazi. I would do that, but then keeping the length up top because I kind of like having longer hair. And then also my barber, who I love very much, whenever you tell him to take like a little off the top, he's like, "Hey, I got you, bro," and then he cuts like 4 or 5 times as much. So it's like, oh, okay, well, I guess that's fine. But anyway, he's a great dude, so I don't blame him. But yeah, out for a drive. Figured it's fine to do a little stream and chat. Nothing too crazy. And we're talking about Riley's arrest, I guess. I haven't looked at everything. Riley got arrested for stalking at a parking lot in Texas, where apparently Eric July was doing a meetup for the Rippaverse comic universe. Now, as you guys know, Rippa and I buried the hatchet. I mean, there wasn't much of a hatchet to bury. It's probably in a shallow grave. And Rippa reached out right after the arrest and all that shit. And he just basically said, "Hey man, whatever you need, I got you," or whatever, which was very, very polite. Some people like kind of went off on him for what he said on Twitter. I didn't see his tweet, or I saw it, but I didn't read it because it was long. It's like, that's a lot. I'm busy. And I was talking to him personally. And so I said, the only thing I need is for you to accept my apology. I let things get out of control on drama I really just didn't want to be in the first place. And I let my ego and pride kind of get in the way of letting that shit just kind of fizzle out, which is what I wanted it to do in the first place, was just like go away. I didn't want to comment on the Eric July shit. And then once he came on my show, and like we kind of had some barbs back and forth, I didn't really want to, like, then I kind of just let my inner asshole take over. And you always let your outer asshole take over because it's more equipped to deal with big things than the inner asshole is. And so I just said, I just need you to accept my apology and realize, like, I don't hate him. I never have. I let things get a little bit farther than I wanted to. So just, do that. And he's like, of course, no thing, water under the bridge. And so some people kind of got mad at him after that. Now, what he said since then, I have no idea. I don't know what anybody said about me. I don't really fucking have any time to do the keep up on the what everybody says about Nick shit. I don't even read like summaries. I sometimes will see a clip here or there and I just go, okay. I'm more concerned about what the state says about me than anybody on the internet at the moment. So that's fine. And, the state will be dealt with as appropriate in time. If you want me to comment on my case, it's not going to happen in any real meaningful or significant way. I was talking to my dad about like just how I was just bitching, because dads are good for bitching. You bitch to your dad. And I was just bitching to my. Do you guys want to meet my dad sometime? Should I bring him on a local show? Should we have an interview with Papa Rackets, I guess, on locals sometime? Maybe we should do that. AG Biochemist says, how do you not have time? Because, man, I've got this one is different than not having time before. Before, I didn't have time because I was busy, like with life. Now, I don't have time is more of a philosophical, I don't have time to engage in this shit. I don't have the attention span, the bandwidth, the emotional reservoir, or anything like that. I don't have that. Hang on. This is very important. So I had to get up to the speed limit very quickly. But I don't have the attention to give to this matter because I have way more important stuff to do with my life at the moment. More things I have to take care of and get wrapped around. Like trees in this car.